back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for those of you watching on Motorsport TV, please ignore this message, but for drivers in the paddock, please start making your way to the drivers' village immediately. Please start making your way to the drivers' village immediately for the drivers' parade that takes place at the end. We have kids, we have the ladies, we have juniors, then the drivers' parade immediately. There will be no break in between. No break in between the racing and the drivers' parade. So you must assemble in the village with your nation's flags and whatever other ephemera you have from your nation. Please down in the drivers' village immediately. On track, we have Piasek, Marcel and Alexei Mukin on the front row, Simon Both and Oscar Lambert on row 2, Mikey Brissenden and Jack Stedman on row 3, Max Sovic and Christian Becke row 4, Soran Betkowski and Jerzy Lukasz row 5, Celia Desord and Agaliki Nusapulu on row 6, Vladimir Bruno and Vinko Jelacic row 7, Nikolai Vasilieskis and Rusai Taghagi, then Viktor Nikolov, Rafael Baltzar, watch for the number 1 kart from 18th on the grid, then Juraj Mikos, Anastasios Pavlidis and Matteo Skirtle, the top 21 drivers. This the 4th and penultimate heat for the kids, the lighter group of the junior drivers. Once again, before we get racing underway, can I remind all drivers in the bar area, in the gantry area, the endurance teams as well, please head down to the drivers' village immediately with your race suits and your flags for the drivers' parade. We have 358 drivers here. We need all 358 drivers to the drivers' parade in the drivers' village immediately, please. No break between the racing and the drivers' parade. We only have 30 minutes to do the entire drivers' parade. You can complain to the race director afterwards. Gracias. Right. Back to it. Into the tram lines. Marcel on the inside of row number 1. Mukin on the outside of row number 1. Lights are green. We're off and racing. And Mukin trying to come across, but Mukin's been forced out. That's Simon Both up into P2. Are we going to get a home win for Slovakia? Oh, this kart's piling up in the middle of the field there, and everybody just about gets going again. But can Slovakia take a win on home territory? Piasek Marcel had a very fortunate last lap in his earlier heat. He went from 4th to 1st in the last lap, in one corner in fact. And now Simon Both back to 3rd. You can see Simon weaving to the inside there to defend his line. And the field very spread out here at the start of this penultimate kids heat. Out of turn number 8 through number 9. That's Alexei Mukin trying to stay in front of, I think, one of the British drivers. Let's see where Oscar Lambert is. Oscar Lambert's gained a few positions. I think that might be Mikey Brissenden in the number 5 car on the outside. No, it's not the Brissenden, I apologise. Brissenden is there in the white crash helmet, the red and white, the red behind that group. That is Alexei Mukin and Jack Stedman and Christian Becke battling. But it is the pole sitter, Piasek Marcel leading Oscar Lambert far. 4. Here is the fight for 5th, 8th and 9th on your screens. That would be Mukin, Stedman, Becke, Sovic and Jerzy Lukacs. And there is the move. That's Jack Stedman at the side of Mukin, and Mukin passes Stedman back. So Jack Stedman with his that purple and black sort of Lewis Hamilton style, or Lewis Hamilton tribute style crash helmet. And Steadman in the number 26 kart there, under a little pressure. Behind him is the number 2 kart of Christian Becke. Sovic is there in the number 25 as well. And also in that group is Jeriski Lukasz. Down the main straight into turn number 1, the crossover move. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 drivers all battling. That's the fight for 10th position. Celia Desord, Vinko Jelacic, then it is Vladimir Bruno, and they're still all squabbling amongst themselves. Further back, behind them is also Vasilievskis, Nikolov, Takagi, Rafael Baltzar in kart number 1, trying to fight his way through. And Baltzar, I think, is the driver. Oh, side-by-side contact. Was that the number 1 kart of Baltzar? Now moving to the inside again. Quite possibly. He got into a bit of trouble earlier on for some over-enthusiastic driving, I would say. And he is certainly into this race equally as fired up as he was before. Meanwhile, Oscar Lambert has taken the lead of this race. And up into second place has come Simon Both. There we are. So Piastiak Marcel down to third. Both, the local driver, closing in on Oscar Lambert. Oscar, who divides his time between Sodikart rental kart racing and owner-driver Rotax racing for the XL Motorsport team. There'll be a lot of people out in Dubai, the Dubai Kartdrome, and for the XL Motorsport team, who will be keeping a keen eye on Oscar's progress. Simon Both, Piastiak Marcel, top 3. Behind this top 3, Mikey N is in 4th position, ahead of Alexei Mukin. Then it's Steadman, Lukasz, Becke and Sovic. And then that huge battle of a 9th. Oh, and there's one driver going no further. Oh, I think that might have been, was that Vinko Jelacic, the Croatian driver in kart number 10? No, he has had a problem on this lap. I think it might have been Vladimir Bruno, one of the French drivers. So Lambert continues to lead. Here is the train, 4th place, led by Mikey Brissenden. He's got Mookie behind him. Then it's Steadman. And behind Steadman, it is Lukasz. A little bit of a gap back to Lukasz. Crash helmet, the black race suit. Not in this shot, but just behind them. There is Lukasz. And Lukasz has got Becke and Sovic for company. Sovic has just set the fastest lap of the race. 1 minute 13.503. There's that battle. It's still 2, 4, 6 karts all fighting over 4th position, and they're not far behind the top 3. So Oscar Lambert has got a bit concerned too much. And Marcel, then this group on your screen now will catch them, and suddenly Lambert is not defending his lead against 2 drivers, he's defending it against 8. There is Steadman to the front of that 4 kart train, almost with Becke and Sovic for company. There's Simon Both and Piastiak Marcel, the pole sitter, sitting in 3rd position. He's got that teeth on the front of that kart. Lambert looking comfortable, well, as comfortable as you can be with 2 karts stuffed right up your rear end, so to speak. And that is our Greek driver Dimos Vontsis getting a 10-second penalty. Well, Dimos is already back in 21st position, and that will relegate him back to, I would imagine, last place. Hagen Orman from Aruba, we spoke to him earlier. He is now up into the top 20. So it's Lambert, Marcel, then a gap of 1.2 seconds to new fourth place driver Alexei Mukin, who has passed Mikey Brissenden. So Brissenden is now back to fifth, but they have broken clear of this group on your screens now, which is now headed by Maximilian Sovic. Jack Steadman follows him. Then it's Jirski, Lukács and Christian Becke. Then there's another 5-second gap behind this group of drivers on your screen to 10th place driver Rafael Balzer. Oh, Alessio Zacchi has also had problems. He was so quick earlier on. So Vladimir Bruno is out. Alessio Zacchi down the back is still at the back and not making very good progress. Just goes to show how fortunes can wane. There's Steadman making a move on Sovic, though, calmly gets back to number 6. So Sovic continues in 6th position with Steadman 7th, Lukács in 8th, Becke in 9th, then Baltzar and the rest. Akira Inoue is 27th, Sam Nygren is 26th. Dassault, the French young lady, is 14th at the moment. Then Asarian Nakam, Yura Dmit is 16th. Of the Bulgarian driver, then Vidis from Greece, and Haig up into 19th place now for Aruba, ahead of Rusai. And still this battle goes on. Oscar, oh no! A technical for our race leader, Oscar Lambert. Now, Oscar Lambert, oh no, it's a warning flag. I'm not quite sure what came up with the graphic there. Hang on, it's a warning flag for Oscar Lambert. Briefly, I thought there was a technical flag, and that would have been Oscar Lambert's race over, but it's a warning flag, possibly for weaving or blocking. Obviously, he's leading the race. Here is this great battle on your screens now. And all that is Lukács up the 3 wide with Becke and Sovic. No, Sovic is in front of this group, I believe. No, Sovic is now at the lead of this group. I do apologise. It's Steadman 6th, Sovic 7th, Becke 8th, and Lukács in 9th. So Jack Steadman has just managed to creep away from that group. Now you're looking at the drivers battling for second. Oscar Lambert, with 2 minutes to go, seems to have got his foot down because Mukin and Brissenden have caught this lead group, now up to a lead group of 2, 4, 5, with Lambert leading Marcel, Both, Mukin and Brissenden. 6 drivers. Battle for... No, it's 5 drivers, to apologise. Sorry, it's been a long day. I've lost the ability to count. Fortunately, I haven't lost the ability to speak. So you've still got to put up with me. And there's a move for the race lead. And that is Simon Both taking it up the inside of both Lambert and Marcel. And here comes Igor Mukin. Simon Both now lead for Slovakia with 1 minute to go. They start their final lap. We've been waiting for a home Slovakian win all day. Could we get one here? Simon Both leads in kart number 4. Alexei Mukin in 2nd. Lambert is third. Jack Martel is now 4th. And Mikey Brissenden is right there in 5th. Closing in on all of them is Jack Steadman in 6th. Both now defending. There's Steadman in 6th. Sovic is 7th. Lukács is 8th. Separate the top 8. Here comes Alexei Mukin, and Mukin takes the race lead. And here comes Lambert back on Both for P2, and Marcel around the outside of all of them. At turn number 6, not going to work this time. The clock strikes 0. Alexei Mukin looks over his shoulder. Through turn number 9, Lambert will try the undercut. He almost tries to cross over, it doesn't work. Both is there in third. Mukin, 3 corners to go. He comes out of 11, through 12. What has Simon Both and Oscar Lambert got for him? Both goes to the inside of Lambert at the last corner, and Both takes second, but it's Alexei Mukin who takes the race win from Simon Both in Slovakia. And it's Oscar Lambert, Piastchik Marcel and Brissenden, with Maximilian Sovic in 6th, Jack Steadman in 7th, Lukash in 8th. 1.1 seconds separates the top drivers at that race, and on the last lap, Jerzy Lukash sets the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 13.346 seconds. But Alexei Mukin takes the race win in Heat 4 for the Kids Cup. Beke is 9th, Baltzar 10th, then is Nick Vasilievsky, Kushniruk in 12th. And then it's Celia Desauld, Artyom Shpak, Viktor Nikolov, Saria Bekowski, Ryusai Takagi, Anastasios Pavlidis, Juraj Mikos, Vinko Jelacic, and Ageliki Nusapoulou in 21st. And that penalty for Dimos Vonsis relegates the Greek driver back to last of the who. So 2 races to go now before the drivers' parade. Sorry for you back home, but the drivers here, they just don't listen. Please start making your way down to the drivers' village immediately. We'll be going out class by class